Yep. Nation. Wipe them shits. What's good? Terrence L. As always, Raiders repping for life. Navy vet, Willie Wayne, man. What's up, my brother? George W. Josh S. Raider Dangerfield, you already know. SJ was popping king. Joe L. We already deep in this thing, man. Wipe them feet. Hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, man. You already know. Troy in the building. What's up, King? Swin Raider as always. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm going to let everybody pull in before we get to talking that shit. Matt, what's up, brother? All eyes on G.com. Yes, sir. DeMarcus, as always, feet wiped. OG Daniel was in the building. Samuel, Javier Rod. We all deep, man. Sean Johnson. You put me on that Captain and OG channels. Thanks, Docs. It's all love, my brother. That's what we do over here on this channel. Raiders Gaming. What's up, King? Yes. You know how we do over here, y'all. We finna just shoot this shit, have some drinks, talk about training camp, talk about all the recent developments going on in the nation. The invite has been sent out to everybody else as well with the Raider YouTubers, all my fellow brothers that do Raiders content. You never know how, you already know how it go over here, man. People pop in and out. It's love. But how y'all doing, man? Ms. Molly. All love, family. Canadian Raider, my brother. John Buddy. Yes. Doc, you the man, big bro. Nah, you the man, Rob. You the man, brother. Haven't been here in a long time. Well, welcome back, Sway. Make sure to wipe them feet. Benjamin is in the building. I'm just letting everybody pull in, man. It's a good night tonight, man. It's a good night. Pizzle, what's up, King? Yes, man. I just got done watching my Kings draft. You know what I'm saying? That's why I pulled up. I'm like, you know what? I finally got to watch my team do their thing. We good. Davion Mitchell, what's up, man? You already know. Point guard out of Baylor, man. National champion. I like it. Graf, what you think about that Ruggs presser? He looks laser focused and a chip on his shoulder. Brother, we're going to get to that. DeMarcus. But yes, he does look very, very focused. And there's some other people, man, that look focused as well. Bro, I've been MIA for a bit. What happened to the little homie Andy? I stopped seeing his videos. He stays posting, bro. Shout out to my brother Andy. He stay dropping shit all the time. I think he just dropped something yesterday. And he's always on the lives with me. Shout out to my little bro. Go check your bell button, brother. That's probably what it is. Shout out to my brother Fresno, as always. Yeah, my guy, man. I'm about to watch the chat and you're back. That's what I'm talking about. Ben Bad is in the building. How's things, Doc? Salute and wipe those feet. Blessings, man. Blessings. I had to take the past 2 days off, man. You know what I mean? Get my mental health together, man, because this is going to be a long, bumpy ride this season. It's a lot going on. I'm going to be really, really laser focused. Videos dropping left and right. And it's hard because my job is picking up like crazy. So I'm trying to figure out that balance, man. You know what I mean? Family, Raiders, work is tough, but your boy gonna do his Dougie though, man. You guys already know, man. Shout out to all the chat, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Yes, sir. Mondeezy, what's up with you, my brother? Yes. Arkham says, Graf, who is your dark horse offensive MVP this season? That's a good question, brother. That's a good question. Y'all tell me in the comment section, who is your dark horse offensive MVP this season? I don't want to say it, man, because it's going to hurt my soul. I'll throw DC in there because, you know, that's our guy. But Justin Herbert, man. Oh, shit. That shit damn near gave me a heart attack saying that. But, man, that guy looked great last year, man. Hopefully, he looks like shit this year. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see. But yeah, MVP, that's tough, y'all. Rick Lynn says Travis Kelce. You already know, bro. Hey, man. Darren Waller, man. Fuck that. Darren Waller, man. Darren Waller. He's talking about our team. Okay, there we go. Darren Waller. Let's go. Let's go. Temp, I'm blessed, King. I'm blessed, my brother. I'm blessed, man. Just tired, man. Working crazy ass hours, man, and staying at it, brother. How you doing, man? I like how you do YouTube because you want other people to be begging for cash and donations. Yeah, we don't do that over here, brother. You guys have the option of doing so, man. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do all that. Shout out to Don't Trip 408, man. I'm not. Trust me, brother. I'm not gonna do that. Don't forget to hit the like button for my homie Docs. Yes, sir. Wipe them feet. Waller, I think, could do big things this year. That is facts. Let's talk about today, man. Let's talk about today, y'all. My Dizzy. We're gonna talk about that too, bro. Let me pull up our Bleacher Report real quick. Let's go through the latest news, y'all. Let's go through our latest news, man. Get the questions in the comment section, y'all. Get the questions in the comment section, y'all. Oh shit, we already up 3-0. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My Wi-Fi is geeking right now. Let me see. Hold on, man. Hit the button as soon as I came in. There we go. There we go. There we go. I agree, OG. I agree. I agree. I agree, bro. I really agree. I completely agree that Bleacher Report is ass. But hey, man, you know, it got some of the all the news in one spot. You feel me? So it's all good. Shout out to my A's, man. Already winning 3-0. Let's fucking go. Let's go. But yeah, man, let's get to the news, man. What we doing, man? Garrett, what's up, King? PFF, do you see us cutting Rashard? I don't. And I see, Marco, a lot of people talking about that right now because of the whole, vaccination shit and all that, blah, blah, blah. The NFL, man, they're not playing right now. They trying to pretty much full force make people, man, get the vaccination, man. And I think that Jalen Richard is really, really mad right now. I don't even think that he has COVID right now, to be honest. I think that, they sitting him out because of precautions. But look, I would not cut Richard, but I don't want to pay him $3 million. Y'all know that Richard is our highest paid running back on our roster right now, right? Jalen Richard is our highest paid running back right now on our roster this season. $3.5 million. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I'd go out and get a cheaper option. You know what I'm saying? And I like right now that Trey Regis is getting a lot of burn right now. I know we went and grabbed 2 running backs right now, but let's be honest, y'all. We just brought them in on some training camp. They camp bodies. Those guys are in until Drake and Jalen comes back. But I like that Trey Regis is out there getting as much burn as possible. I really pray that Trey Regis makes this team. That man is a bowling ball, Louisiana Tech, Raging Cajun, man. I think he can do some great things with this team. Sarah says, do you like Lawson over Meek? I don't. I would love to get rid of Lawson as well. I'm keeping the Meek, getting rid of Nevin Lawson. He misses the first 2 games of the season because of steroids. I'm not fucking with him. When we giving Waller an extension, OG fade. I think that Waller, the good thing about Waller, man, he's doing such great things off the field that I don't think he's too much worried about his contract right now. I think he really is like a DC on some, like, I don't care, man. I get paid enough. Let's build around me. And don't get me wrong, at some point, it's probably going to come up that we have to, create some more money for probably the best tight end in the league, because after this year, I feel Darren Waller will be the number 1 tight end in this league. We're going to have to pay him more money. But right now, I think he's just saying, you know what? I just got my extension. Let's build this team around me and DC, and let's cook. You know what I'm saying? Chronicle says, if Regis can block, Gruden will eat that shit up. That is facts, brother. He wasn't the best blocking running back coming out of Louisiana Tech. He's not the worst, but he's not the best. And Jalen Richard can block really, really great. And he's already familiar with a lot of this offensive line and the QB. That's why I would love to just keep Jalen Richard around this year. But look, man, you got to take a pay cut, bro. I'm sorry. You got to take a pay cut, bro. It's a big liability going into the season as Hobbs as the starter. Josh, on paper, I get it, but I don't think so, bro. If he wins that position, if he wins that spot, that speaks volumes about who he is. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. He already has he's a Gus Bradley guy. Gus Bradley drafted him. To me, he has that spot on lock. If it's for the taking for him, put it like that. That's Nate Hobbs' spot because Gus Bradley went and got him. Nevin Lawson is not a Gus Bradley guy. Amik Robertson is not a Gus Bradley guy. Bleedy, we went and got him, 9-year vet. He could play in the slot, start in the slot. Gus Bradley probably had a hand in bringing him in. I think it's Hobbs or Bleedy spot for the taking in the slot, y'all. That's what I think. Bass says, Javen White and Tanner Muse, special teams aces, will get snaps. Docs, they will. And let me tell y'all something real quick. This is why I have not done too many videos these past few days. Do not look too much into this whole Javen White and Tanner Muse getting burned in the first team defense and blah, blah, blah. Look, man, this is the time to see what these young guys can do running with the first team. Nothing right now is set in stone, y'all. They want to see what these guys can do running with the first and second team. Do not look too deep into Nate Hobbs starting in the slot, Javen and Tanner, you know what I mean, getting burned at you know what I mean? Let's not look too deep into that right now. Let's not, man. You know what I mean? Because it's not too much, man. It's not too much going on right now. There's no pads on, y'all. There's no pads on yet. Delta says, unfortunately, players are making enough money not to have to play through more than one contract. I think it might be better for them to restructure. What do you think? Pertaining to who, brother? Delta, let me know who you're talking about specifically. I think it might be better for them to restructure. What do you think? I mean, look, it's always best to restructure for me because at the end of the day, we save some money. Shout out to my brother Delta. Charm City, what's up, King? What's up, Docs, and everyone in the chat? What do you have us at? First 5 games, record-wise, wiped in feet. I got us beating Baltimore. I got us beating Pittsburgh. Miami's a game that can be up in the air. We're going to lose one game. I'm sorry, y'all. We're going to lose one game to the Chargers. I'll say we'll be 4-1 in the first 5 games. I know that's very, very bold, but I'm going to say 4-1. I'm going to say 4-1. Fuck it. 4-1, 3-2 at the worst. But I got 4-1. Malcolm Kuntz is fast as fuck, Bash. You ain't never lied, bro. I love watching him play football, man. OG says, even if you win a spot, doesn't mean you're going to keep it at all. People got to realize, too, that what Gus does is he rotates a lot of players in and out, man. He loves to keep his defense fresh. Right now, I'm not looking too deep into anything right now. I'm telling y'all now, anything that you guys see on the field outside of DC, our running backs, maybe our offense, defensively, nothing is set in stone. Gus loves to run people in and out and keep people fresh, man. There's nothing to look too deep into with the defense right now. I heard that about Arnett wearing a brace. Arnett, Raider Dangerfield, he is healthy right now, brother. He is healthy. I'm telling you that right now. Arnett is ready to go. I still don't see him winning a starting spot. I see that Mullen and Casey Hayward are going to be those guys on the outside, but Arnett is going to get a lot of run. And like I said, Gus Bradley likes to rotate his guys and keep them fresh. In a Gus Bradley defense, it doesn't matter if you're a starter, you still will play starter minutes, if that makes any sense. I'm telling y'all now, Gus Bradley likes to rotate guys in and out, keep guys fresh. Max is going to be fresh. Klee is going to be fresh. Yannick is going to be fresh. That's the reason we went and got Malcolm Kuntz. These guys are going to stay fresh. Man, we better keep watching the PUP COVID list. This is the thing that sucks, man. I swear to God, I hate this shit, y'all. It feels like, y'all may not agree with me, but it seems like COVID waited until the NFL season came back around to pop its fucking head back in to the world. Basketball, there was no problems this year. Everybody was playing. They may have been injured, but there was no COVID shit. Baseball has been great this year. Football comes and fucking COVID rears its fucking dirty fucking head back into the game. Fucking sucks, man. It really, really does, man. Herbert is going to be playing in front of hometown Raider fans. That's facts, Ben Back. Shout out to my brother Mike Nyes. Graphic, do you trust Casey Hayward 100%? Even though he had the worst year of his career last year, yes, he dealt with a few injuries. He lost some burst, he lost some speed, but I am not too worried about Casey Hayward. And I think that he's going to be great in this system, bro, under Gus Bradley, which he's played under multiple years. I think he'll be great. Watt says, bro, we might have to forfeit games. I don't see that, brother. Basically, what they're saying is if you're vaccinated, and I believe 90% of our team right now is vaccinated, there's only 3 or 4 players. If they do catch COVID as vaccinated, I believe you have to pass 2 tests. And it's not even a 14-day, 10-day thing. I believe it's just back-to-back test. If you pass them, you're good to go. I could be wrong because I don't really like reading too much into COVID because I like to live my life, you know what I mean? Try as stress-free as possible. I don't want to think too much into that shit. But what I'm hearing is if you are vaccinated, all you have to do is pass 2 back-to-back tests and you're good to go. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I'm hearing. So they don't got to wait 2 weeks. No. If you are not vaccinated, Watts, you do. If you're not vaccinated, you do. But if you are vaccinated, I believe that you only have to pass 2 tests and you're good to go. Yeah, Joe, I agree with you on that, brother. I agree with you, bro. I hate it, man. Like a glove says, how's the rookie safeties getting on? Are they both getting moved around? Well, Tyree did not play today. He was not on the field. I don't know if it's a minor injury. Look, around this time, man, people tweak their shit. Look, it's fresh to camp, y'all. Like, this is different than just being in the gym working out. You're getting on the field. You're doing things. So I think Tyree may have had a little hiccup. Same thing with Kenyon Drake, y'all. Do not worry. Kenyon should be back in a week or 2, full force and ready to go. But I'm hearing great things about Merrick, y'all. Great things about Merrick. I don't know if y'all seen Jonathan Abrams' presser as well. Abram looked very laser focused. He looked like he is ready to go. He wasn't just all crazy, the old crazy Abram as usual. He was very just stone-faced, like, let's get this shit popping. And I'm with all that, man. I'm with all of it. I love where Abram is. I love where Abram is going this year, man. Ben Bass says, you have to be retested a few times if you test positive and aren't vaxxed. There you go. There you go. Chili Man, what's up, my brother? Bass, we don't have new running backs, brother. They will be gone right when Jalen and all of our other guys, Kenyon Drake and everybody comes back. These guys are camp bodies. They're just out there to keep Josh fresh. I'm telling y'all, do not be alarmed. These 2 running backs will not be on the roster at all. The only guys that you need to look at right now that's out there is Jacobs and Regis. The other 2 guys will not have no type of burn, and they will not make this roster at all. And if one does, it's a good thing because we don't have to pay Jalen Richard $3 million, $3.5 million. I'll tell you that. Diablo had knee surgeries. That's something to watch. Every year we have that same problem. It was a minor knee surgery, Troy. Very, very minor. They say that he should be back on the field ASAP as well. He should be back on the field soon. So I think they just went out and cleaned up a little bit in his knee. Nothing to look into, Troy. I think he'll be ready to go first preseason game, even before then. I think he'll be all right. Is Arnett hurt again? I seen his hand wrapped again. Romero, I don't think so, fam. I think that, precautionary. This guy has played with a broken hand pretty much since Ohio State. He's pretty much played with a broken hand the past 2 or 3 years. So precautionary. You know what I'm saying? I do not think that Arnett is hurt again. I could be wrong. I'm not out there in Vegas. I will be out there in a few weeks, and I'm going to Henderson. I'm going to try to get as much information as I can possible. But, they don't want to keep a real one. They don't want to put a real one out there like that. You know what I mean? Probably just a Band-Aid. Facts. Can you invite Watts to the show? Benjamin Watts, this is Watts' home right here. Anytime Watts wants to come on, he already knows. All he has to do is say, Graf, send the invite, and he will be home. You know what I mean? He will be put on. Also, y'all, for those who didn't see, we do have a show tomorrow. I don't know why my internet is geeking right now, but we do have a show tomorrow with the former Raiders safety, y'all. I hope you guys all pull up and come talk that shit. This guy is a huge Raider fan. Stuart, you already know Shu, man. Stuart Shu, man. Stu! He will be on tomorrow. He hit me up randomly yesterday and said, "Brother, I love what you're doing." I said, "Man, look, fuck all that. Pull up." You know what I mean? He said, "Man, it would be my honor." Shout out to Stu, man. Former Raider, former third-round pick, safety out of Purdue. I can't wait to have Stu pull up, man. Stu! Let's go, man. That's my guy. I remember him killing Tony, man, smoking his boots. I mean, damn near knocking Tony Gonzalez's ass out. And I also remember him getting a pick off of Brett Favre. Not too many Raiders can say that, but Stu can, man. I can't wait to pick his brain tomorrow and talk that shit. Romero, when are you gonna do a live again with Honcho? Me and him will be dropping some news probably next week on our podcast. Stay tuned for that. But we will be doing something every week, and we'll be dropping a thumbnail and information to be dropping ASAP. Introvert says, "I'm so hyped for Stu. Let's go." Stu is my guy. I just called him as well. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Him, Namdi, and Kirk Morrison. Watts, I actually just reached out to Kirk as well. Hopefully I can get him on the show in these next few weeks. I can't fucking wait, man. I'm gonna get all these guys on here, man. Yeah. Just reached out to Kirk though. Docs the legend. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Bass. As always, I'm gonna get you that shirt ASAP. Next week, I got you, Bass. Next week, I got you, brother. I've been so busy, but I'm gonna send you out that shirt. I did not forget about you, my brother. Favre in his prime, 2 temp. You ain't never lied. Never lied. Never lied. Julio got in trouble. Willie Wayne, I think it's some bullshit. They're trying to say it's like some weed shit. Invested some money into something. I don't know, but I don't see Julio getting into any trouble. I really don't. I think that's something his lawyers will clear up quick. JP, what's up, my brother? I hit you back up on Twitter, man. I'm telling you, bro, I'm moving groove, bro. If you want to get down and come on one of these shows, all you got to say is send me the link, bro. You feel me? But you know how we do over here. We keep shit funky, man. We keep shit lit. OG says, "Damn, I got my vaccine and didn't get tail on my second head, never grew my gills. There goes my superhero status." Shout out to my OG right there, my brother, man. Was all right. He was a Raider during the dark ages. That is facts. But he loves the Raiders, man. He does. I'm telling y'all going to hear him tomorrow. Very, very good dude. Loves the Raiders, loves the nation. We were going to do the show Sunday, but he's actually going to a Raiders alum type thing in Vegas on Sunday. He was like, "Man, we could do it today." Like, I was like, "Shit, man." I'm like, I'm at work. I got a lot of shit going on. Man, Stu's fire, bro. Stu's fire, man. Real solid individual. I can't wait to get to know him more often. And I'm going to talk to Stu too and see if I can get him on here. Maybe like a bi-weekly series or something, because Stu has been around the block, man. For those who don't know, he leads Purdue in interceptions all time. Coached. He's done a lot. Let me see. I would love to. Namdi got to get my boy. He's from my section, went to Northbound High. I would love to get him on. JP, put your email in right now. I'll pull you up right now. Shout out to JP. For those who don't know, JP has a One True Raider Nation podcast he's working on right now. He's building his brand up. I love to see it. He is one of ours. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my guy. We're going to bring him on, man. We're gonna see what my guy talking about. Put your email in real quick, brother. I'll send you the invite right now. And come on, man, and talk your shit. I would love it. And just like that. Let's see. All right. JP. I got you, brother. OneTrueNation.com. All right. JP. Okay. I think I got it down, bro. Oh, shit. Hold on. My bad, brother. I got it wrong. Hold on. JP.Raider. Hold on. My bad, brother. Hold on. There we go. All right. I'm over here slacking, y'all. My bad. All right, JP, you got mail, King. Pastor Kaufman, I would love it. Shout to Creative Silver. What's up, my brother? Renfro, we're gonna work on that. Who's this short dude on my screen? Fuck you, Scout. Oh shit, it didn't even go through. JP, hold on, bro. It didn't go through. Oh, come on, King. All right, hold on, man. I'm trying, bro. Trying to get you in, King. I'm trying to get you in, brother. That one. Bro, I sent you an invite to this. Oh, okay, I got you. All right, there we go. JP, pull up, brother. I sent the invite. All right, now I know Scout name is Tristan. Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my brother, Tristan. I'm live right now, son. I'm live. No. Yeah, go ahead. Here, take it. Get out of here. Love you, boy. I see it. Go. Detroit Scout is in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. If y'all not hit the subscribe button, you already know. My brother Robert said I would like to see Violator on. I've had Violator on the show twice already. But Violator will be on the show a lot during the regular season. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my OG. And shout out to Captain Jack. He just hit me up today and told me he has a ticket for me to go to the Hall of Fame. I need to look at tickets tonight, actually, see if I can make it out there, man. But I would love to make it out there. Jason says, get Bo on. Bro, I would love that, bro. Trust me, y'all. I'm working behind the scenes on a lot, man. Trust me, man. Trust me. It's not easy, y'all. I'm telling you, this shit is not easy. But I'm working. I'm trying to work my magic, man. You know, the good thing is a lot of people are already just seeing what I'm doing and they're reaching out to me. You know what I mean? So that's a blessing. That is a blessing. Y'all, if the sub button is gray, click it again. It makes you not see this trash again. Fuck you, bro. Shout out to my brother Scout, man. For those who don't know either, me and Scout are going to do a weekly show Fridays, the scouting report during the season. We're going to do a show, the scouting report. You know what I'm saying? Me and Scout going to come on and talk our shit. Let little bro break down the film on these games, and we're going to talk that shit, man. And if he changes, if he doesn't pull up on me, I need my fade. JP.
What's going on, Graphic, man? Good to see you.
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good, King. I am blessed, man. It's good to finally have you on. We talked a lot about it, but we're here now, man. Now I gotta put your name, you know what I'm saying, on the title, man, and all that good shit. But we here, man. What's going on with you, man?
Things are good, man. Things are good. Things are rolling. I'm adding people every week. You know, that's it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about, man. It's all about building every day, man. When I first started doing this, brother, it was about getting one sub a day, someone that's going to stick with you through the whole process. And that's what it's all about, man. You don't want to have people that's just here and don't show up. You want people that's invested in you, man. And that's exactly what we do over here on this channel. Everybody that, you know, that's in here, man, I talk to them personally, reach out to them, man. It's a lot, but it is what it is. But hey, let the nation know real quick, man. What do you have going on, JP? What is your podcast name? One of the nights that we can look at you and check you out. Where can we see you at on social media? Give everybody the tools in order to find you, man.
Yeah, so it's the One True Nation podcast. You can find it anywhere that you get your podcasts or on YouTube, right at the One True Nation. Twitter is One True Nation 1. I'm on Facebook. I don't really use Facebook all that much. I use it a little bit. I post to the groups and stuff, but most of my communication is either right on YouTube or I'm right on Twitter.
There you go. How you feeling about this season, man? How you feeling about everything with training camp going on? Me and you haven't got a chance to pick each other's brains yet. It's usually just on Twitter in the inbox over here in the comment section. How are you feeling, brother? Break down your whole ideology, man, on what's going on with us and, you know, these injuries and just everything everything.
Look, injuries are going to happen, right? Injuries are going to happen.
Yes,
I am more excited about this team than I have been in 20 years. All right. There is so much depth on this team, right? It is, and that was, you know, I talked about heading into this offseason. That was what this offseason was all about to me.
Yes.
Build the depth. Because the team fell apart for, you know, the end of the season, 2 seasons in a row because of the depth, right?
Yes.
We didn't have the depth when guys got hurt. Guys are going to get hurt. I mean, it's a tough game. Guys are going to get hurt.
Yes.
You have to have guys who can step in and play.
Yes.
This year, right, the Raiders at cutdown day used to be buyers, right? Last year, they weren't buyers, but nobody bought anything from us either. This year, when people get cut from the Raiders, they're going other places and they're going to play.
Yes.
That's the talent that's on this.
Playing time. And get real playing time.
Yes, that's the talent that's on this roster. If you can't get excited about this season, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I love it. Hey, shout out to Terrence L real quick. This is JP's YouTube channel. I'm seeing everybody in the comment section. I just subscribed. I just subbed. Shout out to the nation, man. Make sure you guys show our brother love. This is one of our own, and his channel is growing, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Is there any free agents out there right now that you're still looking at, or do you think that we're set in stone? I love our depth. I don't think there's really any position where we truly need anyone. Look, I love that we got a lot of depth at the defensive tackle position, but I still feel like we may not have that number one guy. But I don't know if there's even a number one guy out there.
Yeah, I'm not in love with anyone in free agency right now. I don't. You know, you hear some of the possible trade rumors. Xavier Howard would be, you know, the one big giant name that I'd be all about going to get. But
all over.
If we don't go out and get somebody like that, that's all right too. I mean, I'm not scared with this roster. We have some question marks. Yes. Defensive tackle is definitely one of them. I don't think it's enough of a question mark that it's something to be overly concerned with.
No,
it's, you know, it's something to, you know, look at, make sure things are right as the season progresses, as preseason's going on, and we get a look at some of these guys in actual game action.
Yeah,
we can make a judgment.
Yeah,
see if a move needs to be made. But I don't, you know, at this point, there's nobody out in free agency that I'm
at all
crazy about.
So I was a little worried about the linebacker position, but now that I'm seeing Divine it will be back shortly. I know that Nicholas Morrow is getting all the praise in the world by Gruden. I love to see that. Hopefully it is because of, you know, him bulking up and him looking really good out there, because mind y'all, this is a 1-year deal. Gruden can be building him up to let him go and go grab somebody else. You just never really know. But I like Nicholas Morrow's game. There was AJ Wright that I looked at, but I also, he's up there in age. I don't really, there's really no one out there anymore, man. I think we're set at defensive end. I like our receivers. I know a lot of people, shout out to my brother Ray the Tape. He says that he's more worried about our wide receivers than any other position. I'm not really worried about that at all.
I'm not worried about wide receivers at all. I think that's probably the deepest position on the team.
Yeah, I agree with you, my brother.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. Linebacker, a little bit. You can be worried about that just because of how poorly they've looked. But I mean, they look bad for every linebacker that's come in has looked bad for 3 years, right? So some of them could play in other places and came in and all of a sudden couldn't play. So I think that it's going to be better in the linebacker play anyways. As far as Nicholas Morrow, he probably skill set wise fits a Gus Bradley middle linebacker better than Kwiatkowski does. So, the actual, a lot of times in the preseason and through training camp and stuff, right? We get all hyped up over certain players and then they get cut and they're out of the league in 3 years. Yes. So, but I think in this case, when he's hyping up Morrow, he's actually doing it on purpose because I think he's a better fit than Kwiatkowski. Now, I don't think Kwiatkowski's going anywhere. We owe him too much money. He's the starting middle linebacker. But next year, maybe.
Let me ask you this: What would be a surprise player that we're going to see a lot out there during preseason in your eyes? Someone you're like, holy shit, why is he out there?
So, surprise player wise, you were talking earlier. I didn't quite get it because I was kind of listening to you while I was trying to upload stuff. You were talking a little bit about the fact that Jalen Richard is the most overpaid or most paid running back, right? Mm-hmm. So, my surprise player is DJ Turner, only because of his kick return skills, right? If he does well in kick returns, he's going to have a shot at making this team. And if he makes the team, Jalen Richard's not on it.
Fast as hell. For those who don't know, this is the undrafted guy out of Pitt. This guy can run his ass off. He is a burner. Yes, I would like that. I'm nervous, brother, about having Jalen Richard back there anyway. This guy fumbles a lot in special teams, man.
So I just had B.D. Williams on and Marcus Johnson on from Tape Don't Lie. And Marcus Johnson actually talked about that third running back spot, and he thinks it's going to be Theo Riddick. And he said Theo Riddick's actually a better blocker than what Jalen Richard is. And if that's the case, then I don't know what Jalen Richard's doing on the team at that point. Other than his blocking ability, what is he? He's worse than Kenyon Drake, and they have the same kind of skill set. So I'm not sure exactly. Kick returns.
I think that Richard is a better blocker, but I'm not paying him $3.5 million to block.
Right.
Theo Riddick. If Theo Riddick can stay healthy, great. But he is also up there in age, and he's dealt with injuries since his Detroit days.
Yeah.
Went to Denver and sat on the bench over there as well because he can't stay healthy. But I like Theo Riddick's game for sure. We need that $3.5 million. People don't tend to realize that there's going to be some good players being cut from other teams as well. And we're going to need some money to free up just in case, because we're going to deal with some injuries as well.
Injuries are going to happen.
Yes, it's going to happen. Are you concerned right now about anything that's going on with any minor injuries with the Divine Diablo situation with Kenyon Drake? Are you hearing anything out in the nation right now that any concerns that you would have?
I'm not sure I would call it a concern, but I feel like they're setting Divine Diablo up for the stashing him away on IR for the season. So I'm not overly concerned with that idea. I know people don't like that when you draft a guy and then you stash him away, but
Tanner Muse effect.
Look, that's the level of talent on the roster. You got to do these kind of things sometimes. So if they try to, or if he comes in and numbers wise he's not going to make the team, then they're going to try and stick him onto the practice squad, right? Yes. He's not going to clear waivers.
No,
he's too athletic. He's not clearing waivers.
Yeah.
So you can't. The only way that you're going to hold him without him taking up a roster spot is stash him away on IR. And I feel like that's what they're trying to do with him.
And to be honest,
I've got nothing to go with my gut with that, but that's what I'm thinking on that one.
I can see that though. I can see the Tanner Muse situation back this year because a lot of people were trying to, compare Tanner Muse and Divine Diablo.
Right.
They were saying, today Tanner was getting some burn in the first team defense. I was telling everybody, don't look too deep into this, man. Right now, Gus wants to see what he has.
Yeah. You can't read into any of the stories that come out of training camp. How many times have we got to hear about that wide receiver who is looking unbelievable? He's unstoppable. He's the next Pro Bowler. And then, cut down day comes and he's gone. And he doesn't even come back on a practice squad. So it's, you can't buy into the stuff that you're hearing right now. You have to wait until the games start, see it with your own eyes. And so.
I agree, brother. Raider Rich says, Richard is a one-trick pony. See, now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I went to his first game in New Orleans when he broke off for that 70-yard touchdown on his first carry ever in the NFL. To me, I have this, just profound love for Jalen Richard because I was there, and I was like, holy shit, we have a real running back behind Latavius Murray. We have a big guy, and we have a burner. And now, I'll be honest, I'm just like, when are we going to get rid of him? It's sad, but he's a Raider and I love him, man. But I'm like, you cannot pay a third running back $3.5 million, brother. It just makes no sense.
You know what? He got everything out of his talent. I've got nothing but love for Jalen Richard. There's just not a place on this team for him
at all.
There's just not
at all.
So, and I love the guy. I really do. And I'm with you. I loved his explosiveness. I love his hands out of the backfield.
Yes.
He is great at blocking on third down.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there's just not a spot on this team for him. So,
Scout says Riddick and Richard are on the COVID list. Drake is on non-football injury list. I don't know what Drake. I don't know what it is with Drake then. But I heard that Regis was getting a lot of burn today in training camp, and they were saying he looked really good.
I hope so.
Regis to make the team.
I watched as much tape as I could on Trey Regis at Louisiana Lafayette.
Yes.
He was asked to block about twice a game. So I have no idea if this guy can block at all. Yeah. I noticed some of the other running backs got a little more opportunity to block.
Yes.
So that tells me, maybe he's not a good enough block. And if that's the case, he's not making
if you can block, you're not blocking two times a game.
Right. And
who was that? Who else was over there with him? Elijah McGuire was over there with them. Louisiana Tech. There was
I don't remember their name. There was another guy on that team that was equally as good as Trey Regis.
That was
I
Elijah.
Don't remember what his name is off the top of my head.
Elijah McGuire. Yeah.
Okay.
He's in the NFL as well now. Who are you most excited about right now?
Right now, probably Ruggs.
Defense, offense.
I would say Ruggs on offense. I'm most excited about. That knee injury that he had last year really slowed him down. It really took his ability to cut and make moves away from him. He still had his straight line speed, but he couldn't get the wiggle that would allow him to get open enough for Carr to be willing to throw him the ball. So he still had decent numbers. His numbers would have been even better had the refs not taken those 3 catches away from him. Right. I mean, he'd have been 700 yards-ish or so.
Well, there was a few catches as well where
touchdowns.
There was a few catches where he was still used to college and didn't drag his other foot in.
Well, at least 3 of those he got his foot down. But that's just my totally biased Raider opinion on that.
We'll chalk that up to a pandemic year. You know what I mean? It is what it is. A real training camp. He's going to learn a lot this year.
He's bigger. He's kept his speed according to that BS race that he ran. His time was faster than his combine time. So he's kept his speed, but he's bigger and stronger. And Carr talked about the explosiveness out of his routes. I mean, that's all positive stuff.
Carr said that's the best practice player he's ever had in his career. Yeah. So if that translates to Sundays, we're in for a ride, nation. And 13 pounds of muscle. The guy looks totally different. I seen him at that celebrity softball game against the Golden Knights. He looked jacked, bro. He looked jacked. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited about him. I see that, was it Vinny? Somebody said today as well that Edwards looked really smooth out there today.
Edwards scares the crap out of me, though. That guy, he cannot stay healthy.
Since high school.
I know it's been every single year.
Yes.
So I would love to love that guy. He's got everything that I look for in a wide receiver. He is everything I love about that position.
Talk that shit, man. Talk
but he can't stay healthy. So that is it, and that is a huge issue. Maybe he figures it out. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it is some guys get hurt all the time, but I know that there are some guys that get hurt all the time.
Yes.
So,
well, he's dealt with ankle, foot issues literally since high school. So that was why he dropped to the 3rd round. He was a 1st-round talent. Yeah. I mean, no doubt about it. He couldn't stay healthy for nothing. But there's a reason why he owns all those records at South Carolina. Right. And there's some great guys that came from that college, man. Yeah. So shout to him, man. Hopefully Edwards can show up this year, because if we get a healthy Bryan Edwards and a healthy Ruggs, sky's the limit, bro.
Who do you stop on this offense? Who do you stop if he's healthy?
Yeah, and then you still got John Brown. You got Willie Snead with Hunter Renfrow and Waller. They're saying Foster Moreau is out there healthy, looking great.
Right.
Kenyon Drake, Josh. It's just too much.
I love Foster Moreau, man.
Me too, man. Me too. He would be a number 1 on a lot of teams,
and he would be a very good number 1 on a lot of teams.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. I'm hearing Yannick. Everybody's saying that Yannick looks really good. I watched some film, but like I said, no pads are on yet. I'm not gonna look too much into shit. But this guy looks like he's every play, even with the soft helmets, he's going full force, man. I love Yannick's energy. I love that he loves to be a Raider.
I love that. I love the talk of his leadership that's coming out of him. That's because he's always had ability, right? Yeah. But the talk of the leadership that he's trying to show on this team, and to hear Crosby talk about the 4 = 1 stuff. I mean, that's that's maybe my favorite line of the
That is so
entire press
Yeah.
conferences of the 3 days worth of press conferences I listened to. That 4=1 stuff that was some fantastic stuff.
So I gotta ask you this because we always have this question over here on the channel. Who is your starting defensive line? Because right now it does look more and more like it's going to be Max and Yannick on the outside. I had Klee and Yannick starting because, Klee is great against the run. I feel he's only going to get better in passing situations. But the talk around Raider Nation is Max and Yannick are going to form that dynamic duo. Are we moving? I know that Klee's going to be in and out regardless. But what are we doing? Like, what is your starting defensive line right now? If we had week 1 right now going into Baltimore,
going against the Ravens,
yes,
we're going to be. I would expect us to be in nickel almost all of the time against the Ravens.
Okay.
So probably in that case, to start, you're probably looking at Crosby and Yannick, Hankins in the middle, and I'm a Solomon Thomas guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am. I love the guy.
Let's go.
I love the guy. And I think playing in the right position finally for the first time in his career, right? What he did at Stanford when he was inside 91% of the time,
monster,
versus what he did in San Francisco when he was outside 74% of the time, right? You look at his overall pass rush grade, and it's a 50, so low 50s, right? But if you look at his inside pass rush grade, it's a 67-ish. Yes. So there's a huge difference with him playing inside and playing outside. And you want to, you look at Solomon Thomas and you see what he's done in the league, and you think this guy's not going to be able to do anything. He's not providing it, but it's not about what he's done on film. It's about what his tools are, and his tools say that he's going to be unbelievable on the inside. Right?
I wish Andy was here right now, man. I wish Andy was here.
He's got that quick step off the snap where he beats the offensive lineman off the snap. So he's only got to face a half a guy, and he's unbelievably strong. Yes. So he can play, even though he's that tiny, 275, 280-ish that he is, he's unbelievably strong for that size. He could, like I said, B.D. Williams was talking about the fact that he played all along the defensive line. And the thing that stuck out the most to B.D. was how strong he was at the point of attack, stopping the run. Didn't matter if he was even down on the nose.
Yep.
Right. His strength is unbelievable for his little itty bitty size, and itty bitty size at 280 pounds. But you know what I mean?
I had Hankins and I had Jefferson starting the inside, but I started looking at film and I started looking at teams where Quentin Jefferson played for, right? And I started getting a little nervous because I'm like, if you're starting Quentin Jefferson at defensive tackle, you're not really like, what are you expecting? Like, he's pretty much showed what he can do. He's a maybe at average best defensive tackle. And don't get me wrong, he can get to the quarterback here and there. He can do some things. And I think, reuniting with Yannick, they both went to Maryland together. They're pretty much best friends. That's going to light a fire under his ass as well. But I want to see what I want to see what the young bull can do, man.
Yeah. I'm so excited for him. I am. You asked me who I'm most excited for on offense and defense, and Solomon Thomas is going to be my answer. But it's a tempered excitement because I need to see it, right? Because he hasn't done it yet. He's got all of the tools to get it done.
Okay.
I want to see it.
So you got Max Yannick, you got Hankins, you got Solomon Thomas. What are we doing at linebacker? Is it pretty much still Littleton, Nick Kay, and Morrow?
Yeah, and I think you rotate in Darren Lee every now and again, playing the will. But that's what the finances say, and that's the way it's got to be. So,
everybody, make sure you guys go subscribe to JP's YouTube channel. He has a fire podcast, y'all, and I'm not just going to tell y'all that just because he's one of ours. I've actually listened to him. My guy knows his shit, and you see what he's talking about right now. He knows what the hell he's talking about. So y'all make sure you guys go subscribe to my brother, man. And I love it. Okay, secondary. This is where it gets tricky. Okay, so the nation is very, very divided on this. Okay, everybody that I brought on this show, it's like this. Okay, on the outside, we know Mullen has one of those spots. Period. Point blank. Mm-hmm. Do you have Casey Hayward on the other side?
So when Casey Hayward first came in, My answer was no, absolutely not.
Okay.
Since looking at it, hearing some of the things coming out, talking to BD Williams a couple weeks ago, Casey Hayward's our starting outside cornerback. He is, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of Damon Arnett. It's just I feel like Hayward brings that leadership. They talked about his lining up guys all over the defense, and he's kind of the coach on the field right now.
Yes.
So at least for the early part of the season, while people are still trying to learn this defense, he's got to be out there so he can put guys in the right spot and get them ready.
I agree.
So that's
and they're saying he's already looking really good out there. Every player is raved about Hayward's just guidance on already teaching everyone the defense. There's no way you bring in a Casey Hayward this early and he already knows the system. Look, if Gunther was here and Hayward came in, I could see us saying Hayward's not going to start. He's coming in knowing his system. There's no reason why you don't put him out there. But who do you have in the slot?
Yeah, so that was the thing. I thought Hayward was our slot guy. I thought that was exactly because he had done it in the past. He did it in Green Bay. I thought he was going to be the slot guy. So, right, you're hearing the stories of Nevin Lawson. That scares the hell out of me. I hope they're not true. But again, I'm going to refer back to BD Williams, who said that Nevin Lawson actually played way better than LaMarcus Joyner in the slot, including in that first Kansas City game where it really showed up. But so he was better than, LaMarcus Joyner. That doesn't excite me. I'm not the guy. I don't know. He doesn't have it. So you're looking at a young guy, right? Young guys don't do good in the slot. So it's that spot still concerns me a bit. I want to see Bleedy play. I want to see how he handles the slot on this team and this defense. Because he can hold it down. He can play that position. I know he can play that position because he's done it in the league for years.
Yes.
So
9 years.
Yeah. So you want to know who I think week one starting nickel is. It's Bleedy at this point, but I mean, all that can change as the preseason unfolds and we get to see these guys out on the field. So, I mean, we haven't had a snap yet. The guys haven't even put their pads on yet. So, you can, I don't know. That's just where I'm at on that.
I get it. Let me ask you this, man. Favorite pickup in the draft? Because we haven't talked about it. Who was your favorite pickup? I mean, it's easy. We can all say it sounds like it's married to everybody.
That's going to be it. That was he was who I wanted in the first round.
Yes.
Turns out he wasn't a first round value. So that's why I don't draft, right? Because I was all about him being the number one pick for us, right? Number 17 overall. I was all about it.
Yes.
And then we got him, 43 was it? 48? Yeah. Where do we get him? 43?
Somewhere around there, 40, yeah. 43. Yeah.
So that's why I'm not a GM. But who else am I excited about? Probably Kuntz.
Me too.
I want to see what Kuntz can do.
Me too.
I just in this defense, coming from that I'm drawing a blank right now. Coming from that edge position, anyways.
Yeah.
I
like Gillespie too, man. I want to see what Gillespie can do as well.
You're right. I love Gillespie. I love, you look at what he did when he was playing in Missouri, the way he shut down everybody that he faced. Yes. I mean, he held what's his name from
Kyle Pitts, Devontae Smith.
Thank you. He held one catch.
Yep, like 7 yards.
Yeah. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nobody
top 5 pick.
Yeah.
Top 5 pick. Yeah.
So, I mean, how are you not excited about that? You're hearing the reports that are coming again. The reports, it's the training camp stuff, whatever. But the talk about Gillespie is that he can play up high and down in the box, right?
Yes.
And if you listen to the way that Gruden said down in the box and how excited he was about that, him playing right there.
Yeah.
Abram better be on notice because
yes,
Gillespie might be better than him right now.
I wouldn't be mad at. Look, hey, either way, look. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want Abram to succeed because I love his intensity.
Right.
But look, if Tyree comes in and just wipes the floor with him, it is what it is. But the thing, and Nation, we have to chill a little bit because I know a lot of people are concerned because Tyree never had an interception at all in college. That doesn't mean nothing. At the end of the day, this guy can play free. He could play in the box. He can do it all. He can play in the slot. Shit. I mean, this guy can go. And that's what I like about Merrick, too. I love what Gus did. He got guys in the secondary that can play all around.
Yeah, Merrick fits that defense perfectly. He is the exact post safety that this defense needs. So that's his spot. He's holding that down. Yes, will he be asked to cover tight ends on occasion? Will he step up? Yeah, he's going to do it on occasion, but he's that post safety, and that's what he's going to be. He may make 3 tackles in an entire game in and game out, and it may look like he's not doing anything back there, but what he's doing is holding the top of this defense together, something that this team hasn't done in years. So I'm super excited about what he brings. I mean, the upgrade from Eric Harris and even Jeff Heath to Merrick. It's just, I mean, there's a big difference between giving up a 20-yard pass and giving up a 60-yard touchdown, right?
Most definitely.
Eric Harris could never get there, right? It's not about it's not about his desire or his heart, because he had all of those things, and he got everything out of his talent that he could possibly get. Yes. He didn't have the speed. He couldn't get there. I mean, you look at that game 1 last year against Carolina when Arnett gets roasted, right?
Cooked. Yes.
Roasted. Where's Eric Harris?
Fried too.
He couldn't get there.
Yeah.
So what should have been a 30-yard gain was like a 60-something yard touchdown?
The thing with Eric Harris that people don't realize is to me, he's a special teams guy. Like he should be like where we have Levitt. Like he should be like that guy that's like so far down, but like we were so thin at safety.
Yeah, there was no choice. They had to do what they did.
Yeah,
there was a choice. There was a choice, but he was in the slot, and I don't know. I still can't explain why that was. And then it made me even madder a couple weeks ago when I interviewed me, and he was telling me, "Oh, Nevin Lawson played so much fun." Why the hell wasn't he there then? And Joyner playing back where he belonged.
Let me ask you this real quick. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most, how worried are you about this offensive line?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all worried. Most of those guys have already played, right? We'll start right there. You got Colton Miller, who we know is a stud, right? You got Incognito. Everybody knows who he is. He's been doing it for years and years and years and years. Right? So in the middle, you got Andre James. That's our first unknown, right? But here's what we know about Andre James. He's been on this team for over 3 years, right? Yep. The coaches know everything about this guy.
Yes, sir.
If they didn't feel like he could play, do you really think they'd let Hudson go?
No.
Just in case they were wrong, they brought in Nick Martin.
Yeah.
Right? Nick Martin can play. Now, he's not fantastic, but he can play. If Andre James holds on to that spot and he beats out Nick Martin, center's good. We're good.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Other guards
and we went and got Morrissey too, which I like him as well. I like him as well.
On the other guard, you got right now we got Good, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Marcus Johnson talked a little bit about how much Simpson grew up over the season and how good he looked in that final Denver game.
Yep.
And how excited he is about Simpson potentially winning that other guard spot. Now, if that's the case, Simpson's never played on the right side anywhere ever. So probably they would kick Simpson over to left guard, move Richie over to right. Richie's played right before. And then at right tackle,
did you see Greg Olsen real quick? My bad. Did you see Greg Olsen's presser when he said that Simpson is the strongest offensive lineman that we have now? He's the strongest guy. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy because you look at that first game and he got destroyed. I mean, he was just
he was getting cooked.
He was getting beat. He spent the entire time in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
But by the end of the year, and I went back because when Marcus said it to me, I was like, maybe. And then he said, "You go back and look at it." And I did. I went back and I looked at it, and sure enough, he was. I'm not going to go crazy and say he was dominant, but he was really good in that game. He was really good in that game. So if he can improve that much during the season, how much is he going to improve in the offseason heading in? And if he improves that much, then he's already better than good, and he's going to be the starter. But then at right tackle, we got Alex Leatherwood right now, right? And so everyone's concerned about Alex Leatherwood because of stories of his pass rushing or pass blocking abilities when he was at Alabama, right? Are you more concerned about his pass blocking ability or Sam Young's? Because Sam Young was the guy who blocked for 74% of the plays last year.
Yeah.
So Alex Leatherwood's an upgrade from what we had playing right tackle last year. So no, I'm not at all concerned with this offensive line. My concerns are on the defensive side of the ball, how that defensive tackle position is going to unfold and the depth of our linebackers. And that's the only concerns I really have on this team. And they're not even big concerns. I'm concerned, but I'm not, oh my goodness, what are we going to do concerned,
I love it. I love it. One more time, man. Shout out to my brother, Terrence L. This is JP's YouTube channel. You guys make sure you guys go subscribe to it. I've seen 1 million people already say they did. Keep running those numbers up, man. My guy knows his shit. We want to make sure that his podcast is as successful as possible. Let me ask you this, man. Who's wide receiver 1 right now?
Wide receiver 1 right now is Ruggs because he has to be. So, right. Darren Waller is probably the actual wide receiver 1.
We know that. Yeah.
Right. But if the way we have it written on on the roster says that he's a tight end. He's not really a tight end, but whatever. So Henry Ruggs is the number 1 on this team. Edwards fits that John Gruden
that mold.
Yeah, receiver to a T. So he has the ability to be the number 1, but they'll never let that. I don't think they'll ever let that happen. As long as Ruggs is on the team, they're going to have to force him the ball to justify picking him in the spot that I wanted them to take him. I was all on board with Henry Ruggs. He was the right selection in that spot. So, but he has to be the number 1 because of where he was taken, and really because of his talent. He's people think he's just this fast guy, but he's bigger than you think he is. He's quicker in and out of his breaks than you think he is. He's got unbelievable jumping ability, and his hands His hands.
He's a basketball player.
Yes, he was the best in that draft at catching the ball. So,
and I'm not gonna lie, I wanted CeeDee Lamb, but when we grabbed Ruggs and then we got Bryan Edwards in the 3rd, I said, okay, cool, I'm good, because we got someone that still fit that CeeDee mold with a Bryan Edwards, and I think that this may sound crazy, this may sound Raider bias, but I think that if Bryan Edwards can stay healthy.
That's a big if.
A huge if. If he can stay healthy, to me, he has a higher ceiling than CeeDee Lamb. But I could be wrong.
CeeDee's never done anything except for play slot in this league. So, Edwards is doing it on the outside, right? Judy's doing it on the outside. CeeDee's numbers look really nice, but he's doing it from the slot position. I mean, you compare Hunter Renfro's abilities to either Ruggs or Edwards, and you see what I'm talking about. When you have a guy in the slot, you have a two-way option. It's so much easier to get open.
Yeah.
Right. CeeDee Lamb's doing that. That's how he's playing. So I'm not really concerned with CeeDee Lamb. I gotta be honest, but I'm a Raider guy. That's all I don't.
It is what it is. Shout to Reppin' for Life. Graf, do you know how we can watch the preseasons in Cali? Brother, I'm gonna send you the link in the on IG.
The same way I watch every game.
Yeah, I got the website. We can watch all of it. But if you want to, look, Scout already said stream links. So there you go. So okay, realistic ceiling and basement. What is our record this year, bro?
All right, so I actually did a game-by-game breakdown, and I haven't released it yet, but I did it.
So I don't want to get
no, it's okay. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna talk about it.
Well, let me get exclusive from my brother, man. Jay, keep breaking down.
So I looked at this, and my Raider heart is like, "Yeah, we beat them. And I'm like, "No, we're not going 17-0. So let me redo this." Right. So I'm going through, and I'm like, "Okay, who is good enough to beat us half the time?" And I'm looking, and there's only a couple of them. So I'm like, "Okay, let me. Where are these games being where are these games being played? You
The
know,
light died. I'm just putting it on. I'm listening to
yeah.
you.
Where are these games being played? You know, when are we playing them? Who are we playing after we play so and so? And I was able to find 5 losses.
Okay.
So that's what I went with. And I got to be honest with you.
Losses. Who are we losing to?
I don't like some of the losses I chose, but like
I didn't either.
One of them is Dallas. I took Dallas just because it's that road game, short week, early start. I just that felt like a loss to me. And we line up and play Dallas 100 times and we beat them 80 times. There's no doubt in my mind. Okay. But with the way that game sets up, I just
Thanksgiving short week.
One. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was one of them.
Gotcha.
So there's a couple of them that are like that, where it was not easy for me to find 5. And that's, that's just where my heart is. It is what it is.
I like it, but we'll wait till you break that down on yours. I want to hear what you got to say. And I want to come on there too, bro. You better send me that invite. I want to pull up on your podcast and talk.
We can make that happen. We can totally make that happen.
I would love to do that. Let me get some questions in real quick. Jack says, "Sorry, bro. Love the Raiders 10-7 or 9-8." I'm not mad at you.
I'm so excited about this team. Who are the 7 losses? I can't. I went through game by game and I couldn't find them. But again,
Ken has been a fan since the 70s, 80s.
No, that's fine.
So he's looking at it from a standpoint of, let's just be realistic so we don't set ourselves up for failure.
Yeah. I'm so, you know what? The time for those realistic thoughts for the past couple of years. This year, I'm so pumped up, man. There's no way. I'm so excited about this team that I don't know. I couldn't find. Seriously, it was hard for me to find 5.
Okay. Scout says, don't sleep on Dallas's defense. It's not as bad as it was last year. They added a lot. They did. And they may even go get Xavier Howard. Let's just be honest.
The Raiders picked apart a lot of really good defenses. I'm not concerned about teams with good defenses, unless we're playing them in Atlanta.
I fucking flew. I went to that game, bro. I flew there.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that hurt my soul. That fucked my whole things.
That was so bad.
My whole holidays up. It was all bad.
That was so bad. It was like a kick in the gut when I was watching that game.
That flight back home was the longest flight I ever had in my life.
That was easily that was the worst game last year. That one really hurt.
Where are you, brother?
Oh, I'm upstate New York.
Okay.
I'm actually
you told me.
I saw OG on there talking about he's from Ithaca. I'm actually about an hour and a half away from him. I'm more if you look at the state of New York, I'm what you would think would be the dead center of New York. That's my town. That's where I'm at.
Are you going to the Giants game this year?
I've been down to MetLife before. I'm not going. I got little guys, and I've told my wife that I will not go to another game until they're old enough that I can take them with me. So that's where I'm at. Unfortunately, I wish I could go, but I made that decision. So that's where I'm at. My last game I went to was the Jets a few years ago.
Oh man, that shit was that was the heartbreaker, right? That was the one that changed everything.
Yeah. So that was my last. That was I feel like that was 3 years ago. Maybe maybe it was 2 years ago. I can't remember, but it was. Anyways, that was the last game I went to, and it'll be. Oh no, I lied. I just went to the Bills game. When did I do that? When did we play the Bills last in Buffalo?
2 years ago.
No.
Last year. No, last year, right?
Was that last year?
Yeah, we lost.
There's
no. 2 years.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago, I think. It was it wasn't this last time. Yeah, it wasn't this last time. It was the time before that. It was the time before that. I didn't go this year. It was cold and it was rainy, and I had nothing but a t-shirt on, and I froze my ass off.
We beat them, right?
In the year. No, we lost that game.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah, it was during the late season collapse there 2 years ago. That was the last game I went to. My wife actually bought the tickets so I could take my stepson out there. And,
I'm actually flying out there soon. My brothers live in Jamestown, so I'm gonna be out there soon, man. Yeah,
I'm not far from Jamestown.
That's what's up, brother. I'm gonna make sure to keep you in the loop. Shout out to Rick Glenn. He says best case 13-4, worst case 8-9, realistic 11-6. Shout out to my brother and appreciate the donation. I got to give somebody real quick, man, some attention because they're screaming for it. Because he's an Eagles fan. He says you guys would rather respond to Dallas than Philly is a joke. Fuck you, clowns. Now, the reason why I didn't respond to you, Jay Koch, is because you said that the Raiders are your second team. In the nation, bro, we don't do that shit.
There's no
so whatever the fuck you got going on right now, bro, with all that two-team shit, keep that shit to yourself. And I can't wait to cook y'all boots this year in Vegas.
So look, the Eagles are a lot better than I thought they were. I'll admit that much. I did an NFC East breakdown, but a lot better than I thought there were. 6 wins maybe. Yeah. So I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm not. The Eagles don't scare me.
When's your next show, bro?
Actually, just put everything up. It'll be released tomorrow. I release every Friday.
Every Friday, okay. Yeah. One more time, where can everybody follow you at, brother?
Anywhere you get your podcast. I got a YouTube channel, Twitter at One True Nation 1. I'm on Facebook again. I don't do much with Facebook. Post a couple things, post to the groups, but I don't do much with Facebook. I have an Instagram. I'm probably on that even less. I've never really been a social media guy. I'm trying to learn how to do all of that stuff because now I need to. But you want to get a hold of me the best way. Comment on YouTube, or hit me up on Twitter. That's your best way to get a hold of me.
I want to get you on here more often, brother.
I want to be on as often as we can. Unfortunately, our schedules never seem to work up right.
Yeah, look, man, it's craziness, but we'll make it happen, brother. I know you pop in and then we talk here and there. I'll shoot you my number, man, and let's talk and we'll figure something out, man, because I really want to get you on here more. I love to bring my Raider brothers on that actually know this shit, and we can sit on here and have real conversations. And are you in a hurry to go right now?
I'm not. I'm good.
Oh shit!
I got a double tomorrow, but I don't mind.
Then fuck the outro. Okay, let's get some more questions in real quick because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Right. Let me see. Dude is right on. Dude on is right. He's smart. Okay, I love it. Yes, Jason Smith. Now that's one of the teams that I had us losing to.
Washington's good. They got that really good defense. I'm not sold on their offense, and I don't care about Fitzmagic, right? He's not cursing us twice in a row. So, I don't have us losing to Washington.
Okay, got you. How many games do we win in our division?
So 4-2 is what I chose. That was part of the only way I could get to that 5-loss part, and I didn't like either one of those 2 losses, but I did a split. I did a split with the Chiefs, and I did a split with the Chargers, just because I had to find 5, and I didn't like any of them.
I had us losing the ball. I had us losing to Denver once because
there's no way. There's no way.
That defense is fucking crazy.
No, Teddy Bridgewater is a huge improvement for them. There's no doubt about it. I think that defense is a little overrated over there. They've made some great improvements. They've got a lot faster for sure, but they're young. I love the Caden Stearns pickup that they made. He's super fast. I love that pickup. But
that secondary they have is dangerous.
Yeah, I just the Raiders tear apart secondaries. It doesn't scare me that much. It really doesn't. And this, offensively, we have so many more weapons than we even had last year, and we still had a really good offense last year. It sputtered a little down in short yardage, and it sputtered down in the red zone because of the run blocking issues that were all along this offensive line that have been fixed, right? That was the reason they moved on from Gabe Jackson. That was the reason they moved on. Well, Trent Brown was a different reason, but I mean, that was the
he's
reason
already on the pup list
from Hudson, believe it or not. Hudson's unbelievable pass blocking center, but his run blocking fell off a lot last year. So that's why he became expendable. They wanted to run the ball better. They wanted to be better in short yardage, and they wanted to be better down in the red zone. And so that's what they did.
Love it. Let me ask you this real quick. Statistically, What does Kenyon Drake do for us this year? Because we all agree in the nation that is our X factor this year. That is someone that we brought on that's going to take this offense to the next level. I mean, look, I love the addition of John Brown. I love the addition of Willie Snead. But when you add Kenyon Drake to the fold, it's just like, okay, wow, this shit can go to the next. It can go from a top 10 to a top 5 offense.
Yeah, so it depends on how Gruden ends up using him, right? If it's a Charlie Garner and Tyrone Wheatley situation, which is the way I think it's going to be run, then Kenyon Drake's going to have a huge year because Charlie Garner got the majority of the carries once he came in and got comfortable in this system. This system fits Kenyon Drake very well.
Yeah, completely.
So, I could, 900 yards. I could see that. I could see him 900 yards on the ground and possibly another 6 through the air. I could see that. I mean, he's going to be split out wide a lot. He's going to be used in the slot. He's going to be put all over the place. So, he is the Charlie Garner to Jacobs, Tyrone Wheatley.
JP, is this a make or break year for DC?
Yes and no. Yes, if for some reason this team falls apart again, yes, because at some point you have to say, yes, we have to win, right? And regardless of how well he plays, and he plays great football, I'm a big DC guy. I am. I love him, but at some point you have to win games. Yes. So if this team falls apart late in the year again, then you move on from him. You have to. But I don't see that happening. So
me neither.
Yeah. So I don't see it as a make or break year because I think that the numbers are going to be spectacular and the team's going to be successful. So
the only clear way that DC is gone is if this defense shows up like crazy and the offense just sputters and folds.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, Carr, you got to go.
Right.
You can't win with a good defense.
But there's no way that happens. So I can't see that happening. If Carr gets hurt and then he tries to play the entire season with a broken back again.
Oh yeah.
Then maybe. I mean, that'd be the only way I could see it happening.
Does Mariota make is he on this roster all year?
Yeah, Mariota makes this team for sure.
No, is he on it all year?
Yeah. Yeah, because he's got his no trade clause, so he's going to pick and choose who he's going to go to. And
I just know if there's going to be a bunch of quarterbacks going down during the season.
Yeah, I mean it would take a perfect situation for him to be willing to go to it. So yeah, I think Mariota stays with the Raiders for the entirety of the year.
Are you? This is what I would do. I don't know what you would do. Arnett in a first right now for Xavier Howard. What do you do?
Yeah, I think I said that a few weeks ago. That was exactly what I would do. I'd even be willing to throw in a little bit more to get him.
Okay. What else?
If it came down to it, I wouldn't. Another pick can go. Yeah, I would even go as high as a second. Honestly, a second, a first, and Arnett to get him because I mean ultimately, Arnett's kind of like the throw-in. Because he hasn't put it on tape that he can be a good NFL cornerback. So, he has no value in that trade. So it would have to be probably 2 picks, and it would probably be like a first and a second, and then Arnett would be the throw-in.
Got you. One more question real quick. Well, we're gonna have more, but I ask everybody this. Everybody in the chat knows. How did you become a Raider fan, man?
Oh, man. So living
in upstate, have a story.
Yeah, no. So living in upstate New York, right? They were always the 4:00 game because it was we're talking mid 80s. They were on top of the world, right? Always but it was, back then they didn't have, CBS has the doubleheader and then Fox has the doubleheader. They didn't have that back then. Everybody had doubleheaders all of the time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The Raiders were always the 4:00 game. If they weren't the 4:00 game, they were the Monday night game or the Sunday night game. So in a given year, before DirecTV, before cable, before any of that stuff got to my area, because I live in the sticks in the middle of nowhere, was where I grew up. They were the 4:00 game for me to watch, and I watched probably 13 out of 16 games every year. So Yeah, and they were good. So that's why, I don't have a team right next to me. A lot of the people I grew up with are Bills fans because that would be the closest. Some of them are Giant fans, some are Jet fans, but mostly it's you got Dolphin fans all over, you got Eagle fans all over, and then Raider Nation's huge here. You would be shocked.
I want it. I've been there.
Well,
I know.
all right.
I've been to Raider bars in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I've been to Raider bars in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I know. Trust me, brother. Cleveland has Raider bars. All these teams where they have these guys, the teams that's known. There's known teams in this league. You got the Browns, you got the Packers, the Steelers, the Raiders, the Niners. Look, we travel well.
Yeah, and that's when you say we travel well, people think that it's the people from Oakland, LA, or even Vegas that are traveling to go. No, we travel well because
we're everywhere.
Raider Nation's everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't go very far when I go watch a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I used to think
I
that
drive
because
3 hours, but that's it.
I grew up in the backyard of Oakland Coliseum. So I used to think in my head, if you're not from here, there's no way you can be a real Raider fan. When I was a kid, then I got older, I was like, holy shit. Yeah. It's a whole world of us everywhere. I'm in Texas, man. They have.
There's a Brit who does a podcast that's fantastic, and I wish I could remember his name right now. You got to try and find him out there.
I think I know who you're talking. There's an Australian guy.
It's a really good podcast. I wish I could remember his name right now.
You know what? I gotta go. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
but there's been certain people that reached out to me like, "Hey, you got to go check this guy out."
Yeah,
matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do next time. Me and you come on together. I want to get him on and let's talk.
Yeah, man.
I love it. To see people from other countries.
Yes. Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
Let me ask you this real quick. Gruden, was it year 4?
It is 4 now. Yeah.
How do you feel about Gruden?
All right. So the idea of Gruden coming in, I was so pumped for. I was so excited for him to come in. Yeah. Right? How could you not be? What he did with his team. And then he got here and the trade started happening and the talent of the team just went to nothing. What to me felt like for no reason. I was crushed. I got a Raider buddy I talk to every single year. He's left a few voicemails on my podcast a few times.
Yeah.
Right. We talk every year, and at that his first year here, I was like, man, I'm so bummed right now. I'm gonna have a hard time even watching these games. I don't know. I'm that's just where I was.
Yeah.
That first year. Next year, you see the improvement. I'm like, okay, we're gonna make a little bit of noise. Won 7 games. I was disappointed in that record. I'm not gonna lie. That was way more than people were predicting us to have. But I was disappointed in that record.
Yes.
Last year, going into that season, I'm like, man, this is a playoff team. Love what he's built. Love what he's put together. Like last year, this is a playoff team. There's no doubt in my mind.
For sure.
Come out on fire, right? 6-3. I'm like, I told you guys, this is a playoff team. I've been saying it all year, blah, 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 blah. And then the wheels fell off again. There's no way the wheels fall off like they did last year. And of course, what did they do? They fell off again. So, so now this year, and the talent is even better than it was the year before. So yeah, the whole organization is moving in the right direction.
Yes.
So, and it's built for long-term kind of success. So yes, I am a Gruden apologist, I guess. I love Gruden. I do. It was a tough first year, man. And I hated everything that happened. And I still don't, to this day, I'm not going to say the moves were the right moves, right? They got the right value for all the moves they made, but there was no reason to do the things that were done, except for if you look at, God, man, I'm drawing a total blank. What's his name? The freaking receiver that went to Dallas. Why am I drawing a blank? What's that?
Amari Cooper.
Cooper, for crying out loud. Why did I draw a blank on that one? Anyways, you look at Amari Cooper when he signed that deal with Dallas and that big old grin that was on his face, right? He never had that grin when he played for us. Ever. Never. So if you want to tell me that all
but let me tell you one thing real quick though, JP. He still hasn't had that. He hasn't had that grin since then.
Yeah.
Now Cowboys fans are seeing the same shit that we seen. They're like, this dude has no dog in him. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I told you.
Yeah.
Like, that's why we were happy to
he's,
get rid of him.
He's got the talent. There's no doubt about it. But
For sure.
no,
For sure.
he didn't look like he wanted to play for
football.
our team.
Yeah. But now I think it's just football.
and if that's why all those moves were made, then to me, then all of that is forgivable. But I don't have that kind of inside information, so I don't know if that's why all those moves were made.
Yeah.
So it was tough for me to go through, and it's still even tough to look back on. And it, watching the talent of that team get destroyed like that, and knowing what that season was going to be, and then watching that season happen, it was man, that was tough. It was tough. It hurt. It hurt all the way through it. It hurt.
Everybody, man, that's in the comment section. We appreciate you guys. Hit them thumbs up, wipe them feet, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Make sure you guys also follow my brother JP Raider. His YouTube channel is all through the chat right now. I think at one point we were almost at 300. I appreciate everybody showing up. We're about to hit the almost hour and a 45-minute mark. I got work tomorrow. I got to take my sons to the doctors in the morning,
16
man.
hours to put in tomorrow.
There you, oh man, brother, I appreciate you, man.
No, hey, thank you so much for this, man. I appreciate this.
No. Look, brother, like to have my brothers on that actually know what they're talking about, man. You'd be shocked. And don't. This is no shade to anybody that comes on. I love all my people. I love all my brothers, all my guests. But I love to get fresh perspectives, man. That's what this channel is about, is bringing on everybody that's about the nation, whether you have 1 subscriber, 1 million subscribers. I don't care. As long as you know this team and you love this team like we do, that's all that matters, man. And I see it in you, brothers. You are me. Put it like that. So at the end of the day, you just don't got the beard. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I appreciate you, my brother, and I want to have you on here more frequently for sure. Now that we finally got one out the way.
Yep. Anytime you want, you shoot me a link and every show and anyone that I can make, I can jump in on. I'd love to talk about this team. I do it all the time. The guys at work probably hate me for it. It doesn't matter. I love talking about this team. I can do it at any time, anywhere, to anybody. So,
well, I'm gonna keep sending it off to you, and if you pop up, you pop up. If you don't, catch me on the next one. But I appreciate you, brother. Once again, everybody go follow our brother's YouTube channel. He's also, is it on Spotify and
it's on everything. Yep.
Apple Music. I mean, okay, all that good stuff.
Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
And tell them what's it called one more time. I know what it is, but you tell them what's it called.
The1TrueNation.com. Or the One True Nation podcast. Sorry.
One True Nation podcast. And do you have a website?
I do. The1TrueNation.com.
The1TrueNation.com. Go check that out. Subscribe to our brother, man. I appreciate the chat gang. Once again, JP, I appreciate you, brother. We will link up definitely again soon. And I'm gonna send you this once we're done for you to check out. And if you want to share it, whatever you want to do. But thank you guys, everybody, man. You guys always pull up full force. We love you. We appreciate you guys. Go subscribe to our brother, man. He's on the rise and he's about to kill the nation, man. I'm telling you, he's on his way. So appreciate you guys, man. Love y'all. JP, my guy, brother. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir, man.